Hey guys, welcome to Shay's Tube. It's reaction talk time with Shay Shay. Guys, we got a couple of skits today. We're going to talk about when Wayne tells Amber she doesn't really like Victor. We're going to do that reaction to that. We're going to do when Brittany not goes off, but she just tells Amber she shouldn't be dressing like that and, you know, doing whatever she's doing, okay, and listening to Kountry Wayne. And we're going to talk about when Anthony asks Rolanda, does she think Amber deserves to get half? And I'll just be telling you certain parts of the skits that led up to that, since I haven't been here in a couple of days to do any reactions, okay? And that's what we'll do. So go get you something to eat, something to drink, and relax and see. If you are at work, continue to do your job. Listen, or either watch if you can, but listen definitely if you can without getting caught. And let's go ahead and check out this reaction to these skits, okay? Let me go and do this copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. That entire copyright disclaimer is in my description area, and part of it is scrolling across that banner right there. Guys, let me ask you another favor. If you enjoy this content today, make sure that you thumbs up. Also, if you are not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. Make sure you share and leave a comment. Let me just tell y'all something real quick. For the like thing, I noticed that YouTube, I don't know if you guys see it the same way, but I know I see it the same way. I see it this way when I look at my channel. You have to actually push. Let me just go to my channel real quick. Let me just tell y'all. Because they got stuff hidden. You can't even really, if you don't know, you can't even really, you don't even know you can like my videos. Let's put it like that. And I noticed, I don't know why they have it like that, or if I did something to it when I was looking at my channel. I have to go back and check. But I noticed that when you click on my videos, let me click on this one right here. Let me turn it down. Hold on. When you click on my videos, well, right here you can see the thumbs up, but sometimes you can't see the thumbs up button, and you have to push. It's like, I don't know, it's like minimize or something. And you have to push the more button, and then I think it's another more button up there, and then it opens up. So if you see that, make sure you click that so you can be able to thumbs up the video or whatever the case is, and also leave a comment. Because the more thumbs up, the more comments, then, you know, that way they show the videos more. All right? So I just want to let you guys know that, and thank you guys so much. So the first skit that we are going to see is the one where Amber is basically talking to Kountry Wayne. Let me just give y'all some background. So Amber hit Kountry Wayne up a few days ago, right? Telling Kountry Wayne that she wanted to go in business. She wanted him to go in. She wanted to go in business with him. You know, they do business together. All right. So Kountry Wayne was like looking all amazed or whatever, however you want to say it, shocked or whatever the case is. Then Amber started telling him that she found an artist that sings really good. And so since Kountry Wayne has I guess a music business or something like that, he can basically sign that artist to his label or whatever the case is, and they can go into business together, basically doing that. So when she was talking to Anthony about, when she was talking to Kountry Wayne about that, I think her phone rung, or either Victor saw her text, or either she said she was going to see Victor. I don't know. But anyway, Victor came up, okay? And so Kountry Wayne was like, who is Victor? And she was like, yeah, because I think Kountry Wayne heard her say, baby. Yeah, because he called her up. Victor called her up. Hold on, y'all. Let me go get this real quick. Victor called her up, right? Victor called her up, and Kountry Wayne overheard Amber saying baby to Victor. So that started getting him to think. And then he asked who was Victor and stuff. And so she started to tell him that that was her boyfriend, I guess. I don't know. And Kountry Wayne was looking some type of way. And then Amber said, well, you got a girlfriend. It was just crazy. So anyway, this skit right here is when Amber came back over to Kountry Wayne's house again to talk to him about the artist. And then Victor's name popped up again. So we're going to watch it from there. So let me go ahead and mute this, and we're going to watch it. Hopefully this does not break up anything. If it does, bear with me. Y'all know how this internet stuff can be sometimes, okay? So let me go ahead and do this, and we're going to watch this together. Just a little. Go check out the entire script or skit on Kountry Wayne. Can't show the whole one here. Okay. So
Oh no. If you say you can sing, I sing now. Yeah, I'm gonna give you a ride. And I feel like you're gonna do your job. Cause I like the way you have the club and a lot of other things. One thing I can say that you are about your business. So clearly. That's my strong thing. But hey, I believe in you. And we're gonna do this. If you say you can sing, we're gonna make some money.
Well, I gotta get going. So
Wait, yeah, we in it. I want to see Victor.
As a matter of fact, I am.
The crazy B. You see that B came as soon as I brought up the name? So that B told me. Because you know the God talked me through books.
Oh my God.
mm-hmm.
Okay, listen to the beat. Hey, that built the situation. I was gonna tell you, that ain't you, Amber.
Excuse me?
No, because I feel like you letting the actions of Anthony throw you into a tornado that you don't want. I don't think you really the guy. I just don't see him being your type. I'm not saying he's probably a nice guy, whatever, but I just feel like don't let the actions of Anthony take you to that you're gonna regret later on.
Wayne, I think I know what's best for me.
I think we all got friends in our life that can help us.
You don't even know him, though.
It ain't about knowing him, but you wouldn't have dealt with him if you wouldn't have went through that with Anthony. What I'm saying, I feel like me knowing you, I feel like Anthony was wrong for what he did. But in the day, you still loved him. So when you lay down with him at night or whatever, you don't feel that regret when you wake up. Sometimes when a woman deal with somebody they really don't like, and they in the moment right then because of a situation later on in life, I wish I would have never dealt with that person.
Not that it's your business, but Victor and I are not sleeping together. You know what?
Oh, boy, I just seen him. Man, got that hair. Piece of sweat drop. You look like you work out. And this piece of sweat drop on you. You never gonna forget that for the rest of your life. So I'm telling you, I just feel like don't let Anthony his ass change who you are. You always been to me. No, I ain't getting your business. But you are the perfect wife. I mean, together go all this or whatever. But once you became a wife, say who you are. Not because of Anthony, not because of nobody else. So you can sleep with yourself at night.
That's basically what I've been doing.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yes,
but if you want to do something, you do it on your own. But let it be somebody that you really pull your heart, not your vulnerability. You know what I'm saying? All right?
Yeah. Yep.
Well, I'll let you. I'm going to get some eat. I'm proud of you though. We're gonna do this business.
Okay, let me go back over here. Okay, so y'all, I think Kountry Wayne gave some good advice right there. Okay, so like I said, Kountry Wayne is funny as heck, but sometimes you guys, and he be making jokes and stuff and doing the most, but sometimes he gives some really good advice, and I think that was some good advice right there. Because I think that Amber is basically talking to Victor in that level because of, Anthony. And I think, like I told y'all before, I think Amber is seeing something different in Victor, right? That she never really basically experienced with no other man. And I think she's like that more than anything. It's like if you're so used to driving a certain type of car, right? And then all of a sudden you get a different car, a new car that you could never get before, or you just never had an interest in. You know what I'm saying? And you finally get that car, or you just couldn't afford it. Then you finally get it, and then you be like, "Oh wow, I never experienced this before." Driving a car, I never, had a car that ride that smooth. I think it's similar with Victor. She probably never dated a Spanish guy before, and I think Victor is basically showing her something different. She's intrigued by that. Now he's still the same as all these other men. Okay, she just don't know his conniving side. But the things that he's showing her, it makes her feel like and think that he's totally different than all other men she ever dated. He's basically almost like the perfect dude. So, that's what I believe. And so I'm glad that Kountry Wayne told her what he said, because sorry about that, y'all. I agree with him, okay, all the way, everything he said and stuff. And I think she should slow her roll with Victor and concentrate more on if she wants to stay with her husband, or if she wants to get that divorce, and do that. And that's what they all are doing. I think to me, they are all rushing, doing stuff that they should not be doing. Anthony and Amber should be concentrating on their marriage. Shayla needs to be out of the picture, and so does Victor. And those two need to get together and talk for real and figure out what they want to do. whether they want to stay together or divorce. I hope they stay together so I can laugh at Shayla. And I hope that baby is not Anthony's. I cannot wait until Country Wayne and his team, Amber, all of them, finally, go with that if they do. Okay. Somebody said, I love how Wayne encourages Amber and keeps it real. I definitely don't want her to become Anthony. Right. Definitely not. But I don't think she's going to become Anthony. Okay. I just think that she's wanted some affection and Anthony wasn't there to give it to her. She's just experiencing, something new with this dude, Victor. So you guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. And we are going to get ready to move into skit number 2 in a second. Let me see what that skit is. And so let's go into the one with Brittany. Let me find that while we do that. I always forget to go look. And we can still talk about, this one right here. But let me go find the one with Brittany. Actually, I can give you some background on this. Okay. So Brittany is now, she had told Amber once before to tone down. Don't be out here letting this man and anybody else know that she's dating or whatever she's doing with Victor. Don't be spending no crazy amount of money and don't be dressing, all, like she's dressing now. So in this next skit that we will see, you will see Brittany talk to her about what she has on. Okay, so that's what we are getting ready to watch in 1 second. Let me just get it. Okay. Because you're trying to when you're going through a divorce, I see what Brittany is saying. You're trying to present a certain image. Okay. So I definitely understand what she's saying. So let me go ahead and do this. I think it's already on this. So let's go into this, okay? Let me turn this music down first. Let's turn this music, mute this music. Then we're gonna go ahead and show that.
What? Sorry.
Y'all hear me?
I didn't forget. I have some business to take care of.
You have business to take care of dressed like that.
Just like what?
Amber,
What?
I know you better than that. You would have covered yourself up. Where are you coming from?
Okay, so first of all, I think that I look fine.
You right. You look fine. You look a little, you do fine. A little, just saying. The
Don't do me.
cleavage, yes, ma'am. So where are you coming from?
Wayne's.
You went to
Huh?
Wayne's dressed like this, Amber. What you trying to do?
I went to handle business, Brittany. That's all.
What are we back to the night before the wedding? That's what we doing?
Oh wow, really?
I'm
That was
just
that was a low blow.
I'm sorry, Amber.
No, we're not there.
Okay, that's a lot. You should not be going to his house looking like this. You don't think that's messy?
No, I don't. I think I want to feel good about myself.
Okay, I feel that, but it's whatever, girl. What were you and Wayne talking about?
We're talking about our new artist and Victor.
You were talking about Victor with Wayne.
I didn't mean to. The other day, Victor called me. Wayne overheard and he asked me who I was talking to, and I told him. And then he goes on to tell me today that he doesn't think Victor is good for me. Meaning, he doesn't want me jumping from one thing to another because of my past and all that kind of stuff. And I ain't gonna lie, Brittany, it's got me thinking like, do you think I should be with Victor? Like, is he the one?
Okay, first of all, you don't need to be talking to Wayne about Victor. You run your mouth too much. That's always been your problem.
Wow.
I'm just saying you
Wow.
can keep something to yourself. Wayne is going to have a biased opinion. But since we're talking about whether or not Victor is good for you, I feel like you should be asking yourself, if I have to ask myself that, is he the one? If you're asking yourself that, he's probably not the one. I just wanted you to have fun. But something tells me that this is not just you questioning whether or not Victor is good. Something tells me that this has to do with you getting all hotty toddy and going over Wayne's house, and now you don't like Victor because Wayne got you.
That is not the
I
case
hope
at
not,
all. It's
Amber.
not. You always know I haven't been completely like all into Victor. And I just always dreamed of being with like a black king, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know.
Well, Wayne ain't it. So put that aside. pull it together.
Whatever.
Next time, put a shirt on underneath.
Okay,
it.
I'm gonna go change.
Okay.
I gotta meet Victor anyway. But since you want to talk about my clothes, how about I just go change and meet Victor? Okay?
Yeah, that's what you get for talking crazy.
Okay, so we are back over here again. So what y'all think about that skit right there? Do y'all agree with Brittany? I kind of agree with her. I mean, yeah, keep it toned down a little bit more. I don't really see too much wrong with her outfit, but I guess she should put on like a one of those type of shirts underneath that, so all her chest won't be showing and stuff like that. Just to put, to maintain a certain image since she's going through a divorce and stuff. And then plus being around Kountry Wayne, but she probably wore that intentionally to be around Kountry Wayne because I honestly believe that Amber still likes this dude. I really do, and I don't know if not Anthony, Kountry Wayne likes her or not. I don't know for sure. You can't really tell with Kountry Wayne because Kountry Wayne be all over the place. You know what I'm saying? And you know how he is. He a player. So he would do with her and still, how it goes with him. So I don't know. But I do think she still has some type of feelings for Kountry Wayne. And then so what was I going to say? So Brittany telling her about her attire, I don't think it's coming from a jealous place or anything like that. Now she was telling Amber if she needs to question if she should be with Victor or not, then that means that she probably shouldn't. I agree with that. I mean, again, I don't think she's with that dude for that reason anyway, that she really, really loves him or care about him. I think it's just something she's doing right now. She just told you guys she wants a black king. Okay, that's what she envisioned for herself. So honestly, I just think Amber needs to cut ties with Victor, okay, and let him be a tenant. He's trying to use her anyway. All right, he's trying to get that green card or whatever. So when she finds that out, she'll probably definitely get rid of him. So, I agree with Brittany, period. Okay. Somebody said, thank you, Brittany. Amber talking too much. And that's another thing. I'm glad she told her that she talks too much. Amber needs to stop telling everybody her business. I don't understand why she has to tell everything about what she's going through to everybody. And it was something else that was Kountry Wayne who said, thank God that Amber did not do anything with the Victor. You know what, y'all? That is true, because I'm glad she didn't either. At least she's not committing adultery, in that way. So that's a good thing. So I'm glad about that. So everybody says she's right, Amber. Be professional. And somebody said, ladies, we all know Amber Top is not a business meeting. We must hold each other accountable. Well, you know what? Brittany already said that. So we don't need to clarify that anymore because Brittany already said that she wore that top for Wayne. And she probably did. Who knows? But it is what it is. Wayne has another woman. I don't know. I think she still wants that dude, though. I really do. So you guys tell me in the comment section, what do you guys think about that? Because I'm telling you, I'm thinking that she probably does. Okay. Now we're going to go over here to her ex or soon to be ex-husband, I believe. Okay. Let's check this out to make sure. Yeah. And we're going to go over here. We're going to see what this man is up to. All right. What he's been doing. He's been doing a lot in these last skits. I'm going to go over some skits with you guys. I'm not going to show them, but I am going to go over a few skits with you real quick about him to keep you updated because I can't do reactions to all these skits. I mean, Kountry Wayne spit out skits more than some people change their underwear. Let's keep it real. Shit. Let's keep that real. So there's no way, not with all the other content I do. I would be on the computer all damn day and night, and I can't go out to work and just do radio stuff. Still unpacking my house, just doing a lot of stuff. Okay, so yes, it's virtually impossible. So what I do, I try to okay, let's see if we can pull this skit up real quick. I try to just do the ones that I really really want to do versus just trying to do every single one. Okay, so I think this is it right here. Let me make sure this is the one. Yeah, this is it right here. So we're going to look at this skit now, you guys. This is when Anthony asks for Londa, and I don't know why he's asking her this. We're going to talk. Let me say this first before you watch this. What I really want to know is why are these two working out together all the daggone time? And he's massaging her legs, and she's asking him why did he do certain things. I believe Rolanda still likes this dude. I really do, and I honestly feel like Anthony still has some things in there in his mind for her, his heart for her as well. I mean, it's just plainly ridiculous. Anthony needs to figure out who the heck he wants. Okay, is it Shayla, Roe, or his wife? Because it's like three different women. Okay, at least two different women. All right, which is crazy. That's three: Amber, Roe, and Shayla. Yeah, three different women. And then Roe needs to get her own stuff together. She's been a D addict. She's been doing the most with her ex. You know what I'm saying? They've been doing the most. So I mean, all these different dudes. She needs to worry about her own stuff and stop trying to give people damn business. Okay, I mean not business, but trying to get in people business. So let me go ahead and show you guys this video skit. Oh, let me first turn this music down. Mute this. Okay, so let me show y'all this.
You don't want anything to drink or coffee?
No, thank you. I can't get out. You can drink coffee before we work out and then drink coffee after. You're going to be hyper and have to go back to the gym.
No, it's my treat. Some people get smoothies. I'll get an extra cup of coffee. Oh, you bought it. Okay, let me enjoy my coffee.
I just can't do coffee. I'm sorry.
Well, we got the smoothies over there.
Yeah, I might get something later. Bro, let me ask you something. Do you think Amber deserves half my assets?
Hell no. Hell no. How long we got together?
About a year and a half, a little bit over.
Hell no. I do think she deserves something because of your mishap. Do we call that a mishap? But no, I don't think she deserves half. I don't think any woman deserves half if you've been in a relationship. Come on now. 48 months. 36 months, no.
That's what I was saying.
But y'all should have definitely. I keep coming back to this prenup.
Prenup.
She needed one too. But no, I don't think you worked hard to get to where you are.
That's what I was thinking. I mean, it's like she wasn't in those dorm rooms while everybody was out partying, and I was in there studying because I had a goal, I had a focus. And it's just crazy that I've only known her not even 5 years, and she's entitled to half of what I've amassed.
Now, sometimes, again, you need to do your homework before you get married to anybody. I tell you, I mean, that's like a dating an athlete who spent most of their lives, middle school, become a professional basketball player. You know, a lot of people hate me for this, but I don't think a woman deserves to get half of what that person, that athlete, hard, struggle every morning. Like, I don't think they deserve that. I don't think now if they have a family and if they've been married for an extended period of time, then hell yeah. But a year and a half, and you're gonna get half of something that I went for. Right. That goes for anybody. I don't care male, female. I don't care who it is. I don't think they deserve half of nothing because you didn't work to get to where I am.
And, you know, sometimes in divorce, they say, oh, this woman was accustomed to this lifestyle. And I'm like, you were only there for, how could you become accustomed that fast?
No,
I helped her business, but I appreciate it. I just wanted to hear it from someone else. Exactly.
So probably don't get it from most women, but for me, I'm mature, and I know what it's like.
Let me just say straight up, Ro needs to shut the crap up, okay? Because the thing about it, when you get married, in certain states, it doesn't matter how long you were married to this person. If a person cheats and commits adultery, that's automatic grounds for you getting almost all of their stuff if that's what you ask for. If he had any daggone sense, he would be talking to his wife and apologizing for real and not shacking up and seeing Shayla. And then guess what? And doing all the other stupid stuff that he does, she probably wouldn't even be going for half. Because remember, she never wanted, not all, she wouldn't be going for half or all. She would just get a certain amount and leave it at that, like she was trying to do before Brittany said, go for everything, because the judge probably won't award everything, but he will award her a lot. Okay. So the thing is, this is all Anthony's fault. For one thing, he shouldn't have been cheating in the first place. Okay. Then he gets this woman pregnant. So for Ro to see her stupid ass up here and say this crazy stuff, it's weird. Okay. It's weird. Okay. Because the thing is that it doesn't matter how long a woman is or a man is in a marriage with that person. Okay. It doesn't matter about that. What matters is all the time, effort, everything they went through together. They were becoming as one. You know what I'm saying? And that's, and they did get accustomed. I don't know what Anthony is talking about when he said, how can somebody get used to a lifestyle that they only been in for a year? I guess he keeps on forgetting that Amber wasn't poor in the first place. That's the first thing. Secondly, yeah, you can get used to a lifestyle in a year. All right. So therefore, because he caused this division, so therefore he should be giving whatever she's asking for, point blank, because no one told him or forced him to cheat. And I know a lot of people use that excuse that Amber cheated before marriage. You said the key word right there, before marriage, okay? Before. And the way Anthony found out is not because, him and Amber sat down and talked about it, she revealed it. He found out by his mistress, okay, Shayla. He had already had sex with her, and he found out afterwards. So he had already broken his vows in everything by sleeping with Shayla from the start before he even found out about Anthony and Amber. Okay, and I'm gonna say this again. Why would you want to date your business partner, former woman? Let me take a break right quick and let y'all think about that. That's the question. Think about that, y'all. And let me stress this again. Why? Let me stress this question again. Why would any man or woman want to date their business partner or their friend's woman? Why? Because you're bound to see some bull crap later on. I just wouldn't even want to do it. Plus, even if you didn't see no bull crap, I don't want a man that my business partner or girlfriend had in bed and everything else. They kissed, they did all this stuff, and then I'm gonna get with him. I don't think so. So everything that he's experiencing, he is the one that put himself in that situation. Okay, and let me just tell y'all what the divorce thing is there in Georgia. Georgia. Let's see. Let's just see. Hold on, y'all. We're going to look up Georgia because, all states are different. So, of course, like in Georgia, they said, while adultery can be a factor in a divorce, it doesn't automatically guarantee specific rights or outcomes. It can affect alimony, property division, and child custody, just like I said. But the court's decision is ultimately based on what is considered equitable or equitable. I know I just said that wrong. In the child's best interest. So they don't have a child. Well, they did have a child, and she ended up not getting custody of that child, being able to not custody, but being able to adopt that child, because when she caught Shayla and her husband in bed together, she went off and started fighting. And then Shayla's conniving mama encouraged Shayla to call the police. And I can't remember if Angelina called the police and filed charges or had her daughter file charges. I don't know. That's how they found out. Okay. And then her baby, and I think they had a hearing or something with the lady from, Department of Human Services or Child Protective Services, whatever the case is. And I think like her and Anthony, basically you could just tell they weren't getting along. They was arguing and things like that. And so the lady just ended up saying that she wasn't a good candidate for before adopting little David. I think that was his name. So Anthony is the reason why that happened. Okay. So in adultery, they say it can be a bar to receiving alimony, especially permanent alimony, but it's not a complete bar. If the cheating spouse can demonstrate that their adultery caused the separation, it can be grounds for denying alimony. So since she isn't the one who got caught cheating, that is not even applicable to Amber and Anthony's situation. He's the one who was cheating and things like that. So let's see here. So that adultery can impact the property division. Okay, like I said, when the courts look at this case, they're going to look at the fact that he committed adultery to determine a fair division of assets. So if that adultery is the cause of the divorce, the court may award a larger share of the marital estate to the innocent spouse, which is Amber. And he knows this. And study him, you know, um, acting like he got some sense. Stop saying Shayla, just act good until this divorce is over, and go over there and really apologize for real, to make her to encourage her to change her mind. And let's just divide up. You just get her certain things. You keep your house, I get my house back. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. He's not doing that. He's running to Roe. He's running to Chase, Dalen, P, just every damn body. Okay, instead of running to his wife and talking to her and trying to convince her, that he's sorry and stuff. And if she can't, forgive him for what he did, and if he can't forgive her for messing around before they got married, then they should just be, separate. You know what I'm saying? But let's, keep everything cordial and things like that. But he can't do that. And that's why it's probably going to turn out like that if they even go through with the divorce. I honestly don't believe they're going to go through with the divorce. I hope they don't. I hope they get back together so Miss Shayla can be looking like the little silly girl she is. But see, one thing I don't want them to show in these skits is that it's okay for someone to cheat and giving people that type of, making people think that's okay to do. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not. When you get married for better or for worse. You're supposed to not commit adultery. You're supposed to respect each other. If you grow apart or if something's wrong, you're supposed to talk about it and things like that. Not go out here and cheat. Okay? Point blank. And then if you do cheat, you don't blame everything else for cheating because this is your choice to cheat and stuff. So Ro need to be quiet, mind her own business on everything. Okay? Somebody said Ro is wrong on a lot of advice she gives to Anthony. As a woman, I would never give out that type of advice to any woman when it comes to, a divorce or anything. I wouldn't give that advice out, period. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't even get involved in their marital stuff because it's not it's not for me to do. It's just like with my marriage. I have a real close friend and he will not, get into he won't give me any type of advice telling me what I should do or anything else. You see what I'm saying? Because it's not his business. And so Ro, that's what she needs to do. She needs to mind her business because she still got feelings for Anthony in the first place, probably still got love for him and things like that. So she is not giving an answer based on trueness. She's giving an answer based on feelings, if that's a word, trueness. She's giving an answer based on feelings. I'm telling emotions and things like that. There's a lot of reasons why Amber deserves whatever she's asking for. There's one thing, he should have never cheated. That's the first one. It says right here, when you commit adultery, that person, the innocent spouse, may get more. So the court will decide. It's not Rolanda, not Anthony, not Shayla, not Angelina, not P, Dalen, or Chase, not even Amber herself. She can ask, but the court is the one that's going to make that final decision what Amber deserves. Yeah. And they will still probably listen to the fact that she cheated before marriage. But, once again, it's not an excuse for him to cheat. And he cheated before he found out, point blank. All right. And I just looked up the legal stuff right here. And she definitely got proof of adultery. Okay. You always got to have proof. Okay. And the word I was trying to say is EQUITABLE. Okay. I never can say that word right. So I'm just spelling it for you guys so you can know what I was talking about. All right. So let me just go over a couple skits that we did not see so you guys can know what's going on with Anthony. So Anthony went to his lawyer and his lawyer was asking for a expense sheet or something like a record. And so, his taxes, all of that stuff. That's the stuff they ask for when you go through a divorce so they can see how much you make, how much money you got, so they can, award alimony if needed and divide up the assets and things like that. So anyway, his lawyer was asking Anthony, did he make any major purchases? At the time, he said no. All right. And then she went down a list of things that he should not be doing. So I guess he finally revealed that he was going on a vacation. He didn't want to say who it was, but he finally said it was Shayla. So the lawyer was like looking a certain type of way. I'm looking a certain type of way too, because I'm trying to figure out, why are you taking your mistress on vacation to Jamaica? And then you're spending all this money. It's going to show on your credit cards and everything. Even if you take the money out the bank, it's going to show. If he would have had the money on him at home in petty cash, then they may not have known that and put the trip in different names and let Shayla book the trip. It may not have showed. But since he's trying to pay for everything and do everything like that, he can't take the trip because, when they ask for all his expenses and stuff, it's going to show that he went on a trip. And then when it says that he went on a trip with his mistress, that just shows even more adultery because he's still legally married. So that's stupid all the way around. So anyway, she didn't like that, and she told him he needs to cancel that trip, period. So he ran and told Shayla, obviously, that they can't do the trip. Shayla gets mad, acting like a little baby and shit. And then in another skit, he went and told her why. And she couldn't, and Shayla's so damn dumb, she couldn't even figure out the reason why he's probably canceling the trip is because, it's too much money. And that's not going to look good going through a divorce. Like I said, I don't even understand why he's lollygagging around with Shayla in the first place, like he's single, and why she doesn't wait until his divorce is final. That's crazy. That's stupid. The whole thing is dumb. I can't wait till they get through with this skit in the first place. These skits, this whole topic, because it's kind of crazy some of the stuff they are, doing. You know what I'm saying? Who the hell is going through a divorce, right? A pending divorce. They're cheating out in the open with their mistress and taking them on vacation, something that you can easily trace. That's crazy. Who does this? When they find out about that apartment and everything else, he's going to be in a lot of trouble, okay? And if they snap pictures of him with Shayla now and coming from her house early in the morning or late at night or being over there all the time like that, it's going to be some problems, And then he fathered a child. So I hope that Brittany request another DNA test to make sure that baby is his before they, continue on with everything they're doing. It's just a bunch of foolishness. So that's some stuff that I did not react to, that I just want to tell you guys about so you can see why he's, responding like he is, as far as Amber's getting everything, because his lawyer said that Amber could take everything from him. And so now he's panicking. He should have been thinking about that a long time ago, and he should have did a prenup and stuff. Now she was right about that. Okay, that's the only thing he should have done. But if he learned how to deal with stuff and really apologize for real and use common sense, I don't think Amber would be trying to take everything in the first place. Because at first she just wanted to get out of this marriage, keep her house, give him back that mansion, that house right there, and go on their separate ways. Keep the bar and all of that. Brittany is the one who said go for everything because the judge won't, give everything, but she will get a little bit more than what she would normally get if they was just basically divorcing. Okay, but yeah, so that's what's been going on. Shayla got so mad about that trip with her little whining ass, and he canceled it. And even though she, agreed with him toward in the next skit, you can tell she was still feeling some type of way. She's forever competing with Amber in the first place. Okay, let's keep it real. She's forever. She wants a bigger ring. She wants the house. She wants everything that Amber has, a better wedding. And too bad, even if she did get some of this, it's not going to last. Because I still say that Anthony still got something in there for Ro. And if Ro let him, I believe he would be right there with her. And then that would definitely make him leave his marriage. Because I don't think Shayla really has what it takes. I think he's just there with Shayla because for the moment, she tooted it up for him. He was infatuated with that. And he thinks that baby is his. Let them reveal, which they need to, because that would be very explosive, that baby is not his. Y'all gonna see all hell break loose. Watch. They need to incorporate that into these scenes. Have Brittany be like, we need to make sure the baby is his. Maybe Amber start acting like she want her marriage again, and then, start questioning if that baby is his and figure out that she needs to have Brittany request another DNA test. And then when that DNA test come back that it's not his baby, then all hell is going to break loose. All right. So you guys tell me what you think about all these skits, everything that I just talked about. I think I included everything that I want to talk about. And I'll try to come back tomorrow and do another reaction video. If not tomorrow, then Saturday, and get back on track with these. But I'm not going to do reaction videos every day. Maybe just twice a week, maybe on Saturdays, probably on Saturdays, and then sometime throughout the week. And if I can, I'll get a third one in there. Can't do too much content. I mean, I do a lot. So y'all need to check out my other videos anyway, like my lives, my home decorating vlog thing that I do, and my Dollar Tree / whatever store I go to, shopping hauls, and my YouTube shorts. Yeah, I just did a new song I put together. It was actually a diss song to somebody who I used to talk to, and they turned out to be a weird ass. So check out that too on my YouTube shorts. This sounds pretty good. Y'all be dancing to it. But anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to leave a comment below about Amber, all everything that you see here, Victor, Anthony, Rolanda, and Brittany herself. And, you know, because she got her own situation going on with Cab and with his finance too. All right. All right. So you guys don't forget the thumbs up. Let me stop sharing this. Don't forget to thumbs up this video if you enjoyed this content. Don't forget how I told you to do that if you don't see it. And also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe below and hit that bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. Make sure you share and leave a comment. Again, thumbs up, subscribe, hit that bell. All right, and thank you guys so much. Leave a comment and share. I almost put the wrong thing back there. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Y'all have a good day, and I'll see you guys in my next reaction video. Happy born day to all of my May babies too. Sometimes I forget to say it over here, but happy born day to all of my May babies. See you guys later. Peace out. Let's go ahead and change this banner. Y'all know how I do it. Y'all know how I do it. So let's see. I got to find it. I need to put these in alphabetical order. Some way. Somehow. Let's see. Where is it at? So we can put this one up here, okay? I'm trying to see. Yeah, I can never find anything on this daggone area. This area over here. So here it is right here. All right. Thank you guys. See you guys later. Peace out.